Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I'm of course your host Aaron, and today we are going to go over Smackdown from May 10th, 2024. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. SmackDown began with Nick Aldis coming down to the ring to introduce Cody Rhodes and say congratulations on your victory, retaining the WWE Universal Championship title over AJ Styles in France. It was a crazy match in France. That crowd was electric. And if you didn't watch that match, it was probably one of the best title matches in quite a long time. Nick Aldis also introduced Cody Rhodes' next opponent, where he will defend his world title, actually in a title versus title match, against the U.S. champion, Logan Paul. Logan Paul, of course, came out and started talking shit about Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, being a gentleman, of course, put over Paul, talking about how he's a great champion, how he's having match after match of great opponents, and he's been winning against the likes of Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. So, at this match that's going to happen in Saudi Arabia, which is probably why it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul, and both titles will be on the line. Cody Rhodes could be walking away a Grand Slam champion because he has never won the United States title. So this should be exciting. The King and Queen of the Ring is starting to shape up to be a very awesome event. And look, it's in Saudi Arabia, so they're going to be going crazy, of course. The next match we had was a first Queen of the Ring tournament match between Naomi and Nia Jax. If you are a wrestling fan and you know booking, you knew that Nia Jax was, of course, going to score the victory. Yes, Naomi got in some good offense. However, it was Nia Jax who just overpowered her and took the victory. I'm not going to go really into the match because, Nia Jax is Nia Jax. Or Nia Snacks, more like it. But like I said with Naomi, she came back from TNA, and she hasn't really looked strong. Her matches against Bayley have been really weak. So Naomi needs to either put in the work or do something different because it's not really working for me. The next round, there was like a backstage segment with, Carmelo Hayes and Baron Corbin. Apparently, which I didn't know, I thought that Tama Tonga was supposed to face Bobby Lashley. But Bobby Lashley was supposed to face Carmelo Hayes, and now that Bobby Lashley was injured, Corbin stood in for him. I don't know what went on with that. But basically, it was a match between Carmelo Hayes and Baron Corbin. Carmelo Hayes won when Baron Corbin tried to hit the end of days, and Carmelo Hayes got a small package. 1, 2, 3. Victory. Next match. It then rolled into a backstage segment with Randy Orton. Randy Orton, of course, is just great on the mic. He was just talking about, how he has a match later tonight against AJ Styles. He's never became King of the Ring, so this is very important to him. He knows how awesome AJ Styles is as a competitor and as a wrestler, and he's going to go into this match hands in. He's going to beat the shit out of him. He's going to hit an RKO. He's going to get the 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye AJ Styles out of the tournament. We will find out later, but of course, Randy Orton also had a message for Tama Tonga and the rest of the bloodline that he is out for blood, and you better watch your back because there's an RKO coming your way. Randy Orton, nothing could go wrong with this guy. He looks great. He's in peak shape. In his 40s, this dude's a monster, man. Randy Orton could get another couple title wins, could break Ric Flair's record. I doubt it, but it's possible. The next one was another Queen of the Ring tournament between Piper Niven, who was with Chelsea Green, who Chelsea Green is always looking very cute, and Jade Cargill. I gotta tell you guys, I was very surprised in this match. I thought that Jade Cargill was gonna just smash Piper Niven. I thought she was gonna annihilate her, just tank her. She wasn't gonna get any offense in on Jade Cargill. Piper Niven actually put up a really good match against her. I got to admit, this is a really good women's match. Jade Cargill took a lot of bumps. She didn't mess up anything where she was botching at the pay-per-views and shit like that. Of course, Jade Cargill did pick up the victory, but it was a hard-fought victory. It made Piper Niven look really strong and a very good competitor against Jade Cargill. So I'm actually a little bit excited to see Jade Cargill take on Nia Jax whenever that match is, because they were in the next bracket of the tournament. Of course, Jade Cargill won, and she did her move and picked her Nivens up. It was insane. It was insane in the membrane. The next thing, what was we got here? Her move is called the Jaded. Sorry about that, folks. The next match was Bianca Belair versus Candice LeRae. Bianca Belair won. Candice LeRae was focusing on her leg. I don't know if Bianca Belair hurt her leg during the title match in France with the tag team titles. You'll have to maybe leave down in the comments and let me know. Bianca Belair pulled off the victory. And then the next match was Tama Tonga versus Montez Ford. I'm sorry, Angelo Dawkins, not Montez Ford. The match was pretty good. Angelo Dawkins put up a freaking flurry of an assault. I was like, holy shit, this dude might win. But of course, it's the Bloodline. And Tama Tonga wasn't going to lose. Solo Sikoa and the other girl, Liams, whatever his name is, Leia, blah, blah. Tama Tonga's brother did the Simone Spike, boom, on Dawkins outside the ring, which, Angelo Dawkins was like, oh shit, I gotta go help my partner, turned around, boom, 1, 2, 3, got pinned. And after the match, another spike, and when our boy Paul Heyman looking scared as shit, putting up the one, so the Bloodline, of course, is just stomping people left and right. And finally, we got to the last match of SmackDown. And SmackDown, I got to admit, the 2-hour format is so much better than the 3 hours of Raw. Because on Raw, I feel like they have to throw in a lot of bells and whistles and other crap that people really don't want to see. And SmackDown is this nice, tight, compact thing. So, AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, this match was great. AJ Styles put out a lot of offense. Randy Orton pulled out a lot of offense. Orton actually looked like he was going to lose for a couple minutes. AJ got the phenomenal forearm with a 2 count. He got the calf crusher on Randy Orton. It looked like Randy Orton may have was going to tap out, but of course he would not. They got to further the feud between the Bloodline and Randy Orton. So Randy Orton, of course, has to progress and face Tama Tonga in the tournament. So if you're a booker, you know exactly how this whole tournament's going to play out. You know who's going to be at the last finals of the King of the Ring. I didn't actually even know that it was one person from Raw and one person from SmackDown that were going to face each other to get that title. So I'm not even really sure, because I would say Drew McIntyre would win, but now Drew McIntyre's not in it, and CM Punk's not in it, so I'm not really dedicated to this thing. But back to the match. Randy Orton, of course, after he got out of the calf crusher, he landed, his smash. What the hell is that goddamn move? Power slam. And then, of course, he hit the RKO. 1, 2, 3, Randy Orton pulled out a victory. So SmackDown was pretty sweet. I'm really liking where these matches are going. I think it's going to be Randy Orton versus Tama Tonga. And I don't know what the other matches for the men's division is right now. I'll have to look at the brackets. Maybe we'll have like a day where we go through all of that. But today's not that day, folks. But you know what time it is? It's time for them ups and them downs. So WWE SmackDown, guess what? You are getting an up. That's right, you are getting an up. You kept me entertained. You kept me glued to that TV. And hey, the women's matches that you had, I was actually pretty much into them. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time when we go over more things, more stuff, and hey, you'll see more of me. Bye.